Yo, 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 welcome to the podcast. This is Big Reptile Talk, the podcast where I bring people in the hobby. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you own elephants, ants, crocodiles, snakes, monitors. I don't care what you own. If you're in the animal hobby, there's a good chance I'm gonna reach out to you and want to chop it up and see what you got going on. Of course, before we get started, we got to show some love to the podcast sponsors. So make sure you check out everybody that supports me, man. So shout out to Large Marge Morse. Make sure you go hit them up. Just an awesome guy. Thanks for supporting the podcast, brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to Healing Hatchery, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check my brother out. He's producing amazing ball pythons. Check out his morph market and tell him Derek sent you. And last but not least, Sloan Reptiles. Make sure you check my brother out, man. He's a podcast sponsor. He shows me love, so go show him love. Check out his morph market and tell him I sent you. And also, man, if you're an animal lover, please support USART. They out there fighting for our rights. We keep these animals. You know what I'm saying? It's not a pleasure. I mean, it's not a right. It's a privilege, man. And they are fighting for our rights, man. So please donate. Just spread the word. Tell them, go support them, man. Now, this is gonna be a dope podcast. We got one of the young gunners, man. Like super inspirational, killing it on the social media side. When we come back, we're gonna have KJ2KOZY, man. So don't go nowhere.
Whoa. Big reptile talk. Yeah, we working. Talk about serving. Big reptile talk. When it comes to talking about snakes, yeah, know that we got for them effect. Yeah, big reptile talk. Let's talk about reptiles. Yeah, big reptile talk. Let's talk about reptiles.
Yo, KJ2KOZY in the building. What's up, brother?
So what up, man?
Man, glad to have you here. Chop it up with you, man. I've been watching you for a while, man. You've been doing your thing on social media. Now I gotta ask, man, because I'm gonna tell you this right now before we even start. You make me feel like my name is lame. Derek's Reptiles. This shit, I need to redo it because that's lame. So let me talk about your name, KJ2KOZY. Let's talk about that name. How'd you come up with it, man?
Really, I didn't even come up with it. It was my cousin Jaden. My cousin Jaden. So I've been had this name for years. You know what I mean? It was originally my gamer tag, and my cousin was me, my cousin, a couple of my cousins. We was all together, you know, and we was all changing our names on PlayStation. And he put his as J2Kozy, and I put mine as KJ2Kozy. My cousin put his as blah 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 2Kozy. You know what I mean? It just kept on going, and it kind of stuck. And that's just what my name was. So when stuff started popping off, you know what I mean? I just never changed this. I didn't put any. Mhm.
I feel like I gotta change my shit. Like Derek too crazy with the reptiles or some shit. My shit
Nah,
got,
man. I thought about it. I thought about changing my name a couple times. But I was like, what's the point? Like, it's not that serious.
right. I love it. I feel you, bro. Now you said you did it when you used to game, man. What you gaming now? What you on right now? Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm on Xbox now. But listen up. So I don't even be playing like that. I don't even like game like that. But I'm not gonna lie. I've been on a Fortnite wave for the last like 8 months. Every day. Like I used to clown for hold on. There go Dan. There go Dan. Yeah, but I be playing with Dan. Me and Dan play every day. Like as soon as I get off this, we hop on the game.
I'll be on that PS5 when I got time, man. But having so many animals, man, I don't really have time to game no more.
That's why I do it late. I try to either do it super early or super late. Like I only play like 3 games, so
Dan said you suck at Fortnite.
Dan. I just beat you at gun game last night, bro. Stop.
Now, man, I gotta ask, man. You could be doing you young, you got your whole life ahead of you. You could be doing anything, man. So why animals, bro?
That's man. You know how like sometimes people just know They just know even when they're young, you know what I mean? I cannot see myself doing nothing different. No matter what I have to do to make this work, whether it be social media, whether it be, damn, I gotta go back to school, get my degree. You know what I mean? If I gotta get my degree and do something like that, then that's the way I do it. But working with animals, I just don't see any other way.
You said you just knew. Like, when did you know? Like, what happened? Something happened. And she was like,
Man,
damn, this is it. This is it.
so I'm gonna tell you a story. So I don't remember this, but my grandma did. My grandma, I told her this when I was like a baby. I was like 3. I asked her, I said, Nana, for Christmas, can I get a lion? She was like, it's not here. But she was like, yeah, I'll get you a stuffed animal. I'll get you a lion. I was like, no, Nana, a real one that I can feed. And she was like, where are we gonna put it? I said, I'm gonna build a fence. And this when I'm 3 years old. You feel me? Like, not even necessarily like reptiles, but I always just loved animals. I always knew that I wanted to work with animals, and I'm beyond fortunate to have made this type of lifestyle to where I'm able to do what I do.
I love that. Young Bull is inspirational. I love that. I love that. Now, this really right here is gonna give me my idea about you, bro. Like, uh, everybody has beef, bro. I've been in a little beef, you know what I'm saying? But we made up. There's beefs everywhere. So let's talk about a real important beef I want to talk about. Hot seat question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Who won? Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick whooped Drake ass.
You think so?
Yeah, and I hate to say that though, because I like Drake, you know, but
I feel like Kendrick won, but it's hard. It's hard to dethrone Drake though.
You can't. Drake's one of the people that's like you can't unless like he doing something weird. You know what I mean? He's
So you
Drake.
riding with Kendrick?
I'm not riding with either of them. I don't really care, but I just I just thought it was funny. I think Kendrick won though.
Okay, good answer.
But
I like that.
Drake got the last laugh. He rich. He richer. So
Stupid rich.
yeah.
Dan said Drake is Canadian. He loses the. Now, man, you been killing it, man, in the hobby, man. What was that first animal that just really did it for you? Like, you know what? This is the path. This is my first animal that that wasn't a cat or a dog.
My first reptile was a Mississippi map turtle, and I think I was like 5 when I got it. And my granddad had took me to the pet store. I think he thought I was gonna want like a fish or something like that. And I remember this so vividly. We walked into the pet store, and I just instantly, like, this was my first time ever being in a pet store. Like, my mind was blown, seeing all these animals I've only seen on TV. You know what I mean? Because it was like an exotic store. So I'm looking at all these animals. I'm seeing starfish. I'm seeing all kind of cool fish, and I see the turtles. And I was like, I need it. So he got me the turtle. Obviously, as a 5-year-old, I'm not taking the best care of, you know what I mean? But he lived forever though. Like he recently just died not too long ago. And yeah, his name was Jake. That was my guy.
What was the first snake? Are you just pretty much like crocodilians?
A Dumeral's boa. My first snake was a Dumeral's boa, and it wasn't even too long after I got Jake, and he was like 6 feet long.
That's tough.
As a little kid though, like you gotta keep in mind, like as a little kid, like that's crazy. A Dumeral's boa.
Right. Mine was like the cliche corn snake.
You don't know something crazy?
What?
Until I started breeding and like actually having like doing social media and stuff like that, I never had a corn snake. I never had a corn at all.
That's around me. So I recently found out that there's pet stores like the mom and pop pet stores, but they're a little further. They're like 45 minutes to an hour, a little further out. But around me, PetSmart cornered the market and all that. When I got into the hobby, all they sold was corn snakes and ball pythons, and I didn't know
Right.
That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So I got the corn snake and ball python, and I thought that was it. And then I started diving further into the hobby, and I was like, "Damn it, snakes everywhere! I got to get everything."
Where are you from?
I live in Kansas City, Kansas.
No. I got kids all over here.
Oh, you good? You good? It's all good. That's all good, man. Now, You got a little bit of everything, man. So I gotta ask. I see you hold a crocodilian, man. So like, what's like the worst bite you ever took?
1 second. What? Okay. But you said the craziest bite?
Worst bite you ever took?
I got two that come off the top. Definitely one was from like a 16-foot, and this is crazy for a male.
Damn.
From a 16-foot male retic. He bit me on my right ass cheek, and a tooth got stuck in it. Then again on my ass cheek, I got bit by an adult Asian water monitor, and those are really like the two worst bites I've ever had. I don't really get bit like that. Like, I'm scared, not necessarily scared of getting bit, but it's like I don't want to get bit, so I don't get bit. You know what I mean? I'll do anything not to get bit.
Facts, man. What you doing messing with retic? That's a retic is too much snake for me.
Nah, well, so I will say, like, in the last few years, like in the last like year and a half, 2 years, I really have been like cutting down on my retics and berms and anacondas and stuff like that. But they've always held a huge part of my life. You know what I mean? Like, always.
I think the biggest, what's the biggest I got right now? Let me see. I think the biggest I got that I've ever had was probably carpet python. That's the longest, biggest one I've ever had. I said I would love a retic, but it's too much for me. That scares me.
Nah, I mean, people. I mean, that's a really responsible way to thinking about it. Like, if you in your head you think, all right, maybe that's a little bit too much for me, then you on the right track. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I always encourage people to never let like something size or something like what it's known for discourage you. If you're really passionate about that animal, if you really like, damn, I really want this animal and I know that I can provide for it, then man, by all means.
Right.
Like, I can't tell nobody not to get a retic. I had a million of them, you know what I mean? Of all sizes. Like, my biggest one was 21 foot. I can't tell nobody anything.
But see, being a content creator, that's what you need. You need something big that commands attention.
Yeah. That's how I used to. So, yeah, that's how I used to think. But now it's like I'm more mellow now. Like, I used to do a lot more wilder stuff. But now I'm kind of just really focusing on like education, and not even just necessarily education, but entertainment in a healthy way. So it's like not anything that's gonna put my animals in harm's way or make them look bad. You know what I mean? Because
I'm the same way.
Yeah, it's like as reptile keepers, we already got the stigma over our head. I mean, over our animals that these are cold-blooded animals that they just want to hurt you, bite you, and that's not the case. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I want to paint these animals in the best light as I possibly can, and that's something that I really kind of struggled with on the content side too the last couple of years because I'm so used to, all right, let's just do something exciting. You know what I mean? So
I'm right there with you. You've been following my story, man. I'm right there with you. I used to do a lot of crazy stuff, and then Donnie and Kevin got me.
Yeah, so that's how I know you from. So my first thought of you from way back when was I was like, damn, I don't like him. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
I mean, I'm just so look.
You being real.
I'll protect my peace. You know what I mean? So like, if I see somebody do something I don't like, I'm just like, you over there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nothing to do with you. Now, I mean, I don't believe in second chances, and that's exactly why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, I can see that you changed. I've heard good things about you in the last couple of years. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate.
Why would I hold your past over you? Just even the greats. You know what I mean? The Brian Barcheks, long live him. But Kevin McCurley, everybody that we know, even Steve Irwin has made mistakes. You know what I mean? They've all done stuff that is questionable, and nobody's perfect.
When I got into content creating, my main goal was I'm gonna get on YouTube and I want to get that YouTube plaque. But I didn't understand certain things can be detrimental to the hobby. Mm-hmm. And I was getting stupid views and it became addicted. It was like a drug. And then finally I sat down and I said, these views are awesome, but it's not worth being that person that, you know what I'm saying? That person that's bringing negativity to reptiles. I want people to like reptiles, not be scared of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I ain't done controversial stuff probably almost like about a year and 5 months.
Yeah, and that's good. That's good.
Even made up with Kevin. Kevin came back on for a round 2, so we made up.
Yeah, Kevin's crazy ass.
Kevin cool, man. Anyways, hot seat question, man. you're a content creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know a lot of other content creators.
Yeah.
So, big duo, Martha and Snoop. I want you to pick a female. So you're Snoop Dogg. What
Mm.
female content creator would be your Martha? The dynamic duo.
Ain't none. I'm gonna just play the same and say ain't none.
Who?
There ain't really none. I'm not too cool with a lot of like female people in the
On the
hobby.
content side?
I used to be, but
Okay. We're gonna introduce you to a few of the female content creators.
we.
You got like Catalia.
Oh yeah, she cool. She all right, yeah.
You got
That's
Mega
cool.
Conda, she dope. Lori Barcheck. I like Lori Bar. You know Lori
Yeah.
Barcheck? You was that Animal Con.
Yeah.
She's not really a content creator though, I guess. But
Nah, but she the OG for sure.
she in the game. She been in the game for a long
Yeah.
time. Shout out to Lori Barcheck. Now, okay, I'll give you a different hot seat question.
All right.
That's KJ is afraid of women.
Nah.
That's what it is. It's a hot seat question, man. That's what it's about. Now,
Come on, you hit me with something, man. Come on.
hot seat question. There's so many, and we love them all. There's so many content creators out there, and we all have our favorites. Who's one of your favorite content creators?
Man, for real, I got a couple. Even though he's an asshole, Dan. I love watching Dan because his videos are so chaotic.
Dan, no.
Shout out my boy Alex Duff does nature stuff. I love watching Kenan. I like to watch Chandler sometimes. I used to watch him a lot. Also, of course, Brian. The Crap Brothers. I know them ain't really content creators, but OG animal people that really inspired me back in the day.
What's
Crap
up?
Brothers.
All of them dope content creators. Chandler, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
Now I want to I've been following you for a while, man. You got a lot of cool stuff, man. So tell us about your current collection. What are you keeping right now?
Man, I've been really dialed in with my Caymans. Like, I'm telling you, I got some big stuff coming with my Caymans. I definitely do got a couple secret little projects I'm working on. So I ain't gonna say too much about that. But same stuff you see me online with, like Caymans, snakes, stuff like that. But definitely a lot more Cayman and crocodilian content. Definitely on the way.
That's what's up. The Caymans, are they your favorite right now?
Oh yeah, most def. That's something. It's like just like I said, like how I've been trying to cut back with the big snakes. That's Caymans is something I'll never cut back on, like ever. Those are. It's not even just Caymans, like crocodilians in general. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough to have a very, very good relationship with my Ohio DNR, and I have a lot of privileges that a lot of other people do not have. You know what I mean? So let's just say they seize an animal like an alligator or something like that. I have such a good relationship with them and certain permits to where I can keep that alligator when those are completely illegal in Ohio. You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
stuff like that.
That's dope, man. I love that. Now, talk about what you breed, man. You say you breeding, man. What are you breeding currently, man? What's your breeding plans?
I definitely got some plans for these croc monitors. I got some plans for my Caymans, of course. I'm working on breeding 2 species instead of just one right now. I really want to get into more smaller things, so like colubrids. Definitely, I had a breeding project back in 2022 with some false water cobras, and that kind of fell through. But I'm hoping to get back into that. Maybe some mangrove monitors. I said mangrove monitors, mangrove snakes, stuff like that.
Man, I tell you a crazy story, and this happened back in February.
Mm-hmm.
This was my first time that I ever seen a croc monitor. Scared the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you why, it's the biggest monitor I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, they're long.
So my wife, she takes me to I don't know if you're familiar with the dude that runs Morph Market. I forgot his name.
Darian.
But yeah, Darian. He's built a reptarium out in Wichita, which is about from Kansas, it's about an hour from where I live. So for my birthday, my wife takes me out there and they have a croc monitor. And I walked in and I'm looking at the croc monitor. It runs to the glass and smacks the glass with its tail. Scared the shit out of me. But I was like, it's such a cool looking monitor. I want one.
Mm.
But I heard their teeth, their bites are insane.
Nah,
They got gnarly teeth.
Yeah, they got the biggest teeth of any monitor. And then, like, you gotta put this into perspective, right? Their teeth are so big that they cut the inside of their mouth. That's why if you ever see a croc monitor at a zoo or pictures or something like that, they'll have like red saliva. That's blood.
Right, man. That's crazy. That is
Yeah.
crazy, man.
I
Now,
know Tom Crutchfield got bit by his and damn near took his hand off.
that is crazy. I love it, man. You giving us some good game, and now you're a animal keeper, man. So like, let's say we had the whole entire reptile hobby watching right now. What's one thing you would tell all reptile keepers?
Stop acting dumb. Like stop. I really just stop acting dumb. Like a lot of the people I know and the people that I've seen online, they really just do stuff for like views or money, or it's not really for the love of the animals. You know what I mean? Like I don't doubt that they love animals. It's just like they're so blinded in fame, popularity. Like it's basically the I feel like the reptile hobby is low key like a dick swinging contest. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I feel. And I feel like we should all just come together and everybody be cool. Like I got my problems with certain people that I'm willing to put aside, but it's like people just act dumb. And I just want everybody to stop acting dumb.
Right. Get back to the love of the animals, man.
Yeah, that's
don't
what
just base
matters.
it all for the money, man.
Yeah, I mean, and even on the flip side of that, like I've met some of my best friends in this hobby. You know what I mean? Like some of the people I talk to every day. You know what I mean? So it's definitely some amazing people that are in the hobby, but I feel like sometimes we can't get to know those people because they just do stupid stuff.
Facts, man. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Now, I know you're busy, man. I don't know if you get the chance. You ever go herping?
No, bruh. So, and I knew you was gonna ask me this. I've never been herping in my life for a couple reasons. One, because I low-key live in the city, so there's not a lot of reptiles. You know what I mean, in the city. I'd have to go all the way out to like Hawken Hills if you know where that's at. So no, I've never been herping. Even like when I went out to Florida or went out to different states, I've never been herping. I want to though. I really want to, but just never had the chance.
You gotta link up with some people, man, to go herping, bro. It'd be dope, man.
I know. I want my first time. I want to vlog my first time because I'm definitely gonna be back out in Florida. Like this is the longest stretch I've been away from Florida. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely doing some stuff. I'm gonna be out in Florida, and I'm gonna catch me something crazy. I'm gonna catch me a big berm. That's what I want.
You gonna go down there with old Alex? Go down there berm catching?
Hell yeah!
I'd love to do that.
See, I'm gonna get him in trouble though, because if I see an alligator, I'm jumping on it.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Pepe, man. I'm the big dog. Now, you don't do any venomous stuff, do you, man? Or you got anything venomous in your collection?
Yeah, kinda. I got like rear fang venomous snakes. So I got like Asian vine snakes, false water cobras, mangrove snakes. Not a Gila monster, I almost lied. Mexican bearded lizards, so like stuff like that. But I think like the most venomous thing is like the Mexican bearded lizard. I definitely want to get into venomous though. Like I was just looking at some blue and Solaris the other day.
So those are beautiful.
I know. I'm really itching for a Mangshan Viper too.
Those are beautiful too, man.
I really want one.
That's what's up, man. I want to. You know something? I want venomous, but I when I had my son, this was 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you a funny story. So I ended up getting a copperhead. But you know how I got it? My wife told me no for a long time. But I'm gonna teach you something. You got a girlfriend or a lady?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
I'm about to teach you something. This is what you do. So if your lady ever tell you no, this is what I did to my wife. It was funny as shit. Okay. So my homeboy hit me up 4 years ago, and he was like, "Keep in mind, I had no experience with venomous. I never had a venomous snake." And he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I'm selling my copperhead. You want it?" And I was like, "Hell yes." And I told my wife. I said, hey, I really want to get this copperhead. Keep it was just me and her. We didn't have my son. But I told her, I said, hey, I want this copperhead. She said no. Do you know what? You know how I ended up getting it? I moped around really sad for like 4 days, just like this. And
See,
one day, and on like the third or fourth day, she asked me, she said, what's wrong with you? This is what I said. This is what I did. I said, oh, nothing, life. She said, get the snake. Get the fucking snake. I'm sick of you moping around. Get the fucking snake. And if it bites you, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
so look, you better than me. You better than me. I would have just got it.
Nah, I'm
It's
both.
better. Listen, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. All right,
I
it's a
did.
lot better.
I'll tell you, it worked. I moped around for 4 days. And she was like, what's wrong? This is what I said. This is all you got to do. Oh, nothing, life. It's just kicking me right now.
See, I ain't never. I'm so fortunate. I'm so fortunate to the point where it's like, who I'm dealing with already know. You know what I mean? She like, if I say I want a hippo, she's like, okay. You know what I mean?
But see, I ended up getting rid of it. I made a video about this, and Chandler laughed about it, even commented on it. So I had my son, and I was gonna get rid of it, but before I had my son, I said I got to get rid of this because I'm gonna get bit. I said I'm gonna want to do some Chandler's wildlife shit. I know that I don't have the insight like Chandler, and I'm gonna get bit. So let me go on and get rid of this thing.
Oh, you most likely ain't gonna die from a copperhead bite though.
Right, that's true, facts. But it was a beautiful snake, man. I regret getting rid of it, man. But anyways, let's go to the next question, man. Now, you big on the crocs, man, the crocodilians, man. Do you feel like do you see yourself as like an advocate for like crocs? And what I mean by that is, you know, they cracking down on laws in Florida. Do you feel like there should be like laws on crocs to where everybody should have it, or should it be like loose to where everybody should get it? How do
Nah.
you advocate for like both sides of this? Both sides of it.
So let me say it like this: I'm the biggest gatekeeper. Okay. People ask me all the time, "Oh, where did you get that? Where did you get that? I need one right now." No, I've literally made so many videos explaining why they are terrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in not necessarily terrible for me. They're amazing for me. I love them, but like, they're horrible pets. Like, people don't understand it. And even when you get into like stuff like dwarf caiman, right? You have to provide massive enclosures for these animals because they can still get 5, 6 feet. You know what I mean? And they're incredibly dangerous. Even a 2 foot caiman can mess you up. So I definitely think that there should be more laws. Like Ohio, I know here you can keep only 2 species of crocodilians that you can keep without like some kind of super crazy permit is a smooth front caiman and Cougar's dwarf caiman. Those are only two.
Right.
And I see people with them all the time, and then they either rehome them or they're dying. Or like a really big thing in caimans that I've been seeing a lot in like Facebook groups is fungal infections. People are not knowing how to keep their water parameters right, and it's giving these animals fungal infections. And not only that, but 95% of all the caimans that are even in the hobby right now are wild caught, especially the smooth fronts. You know what I mean? There's only a few people that breed caiman. You know what I mean? Literally a very small handful. And I think it should be way more laws against it. I don't think that they should be completely outlawed. Um, I don't think any animal should be, you know what I mean? But I definitely think that there should be like
You should take like a
permanent.
class or something to where you
Yeah,
can't just
like
get it immediately.
yeah, I mean like
Learn about it first.
Florida, bro. Florida is doing amazing with that. Like at least for the crocodilian side of things. You know what I mean? From my knowledge, and I might be wrong, but you have to have like 1,000 hours or something like that experience with them, and then you have to have somebody sign you off. And then on top of that, as soon as it gets like 3 or 4 feet, you have to have over an acre of land, and it keeps that your land keeps bumping up as big as as your animal grows. So let's say you have like a 10 foot croc, you might need 5 acres. You know what I mean? So I think Florida's doing an amazing job with that. I think that kind of system should be implemented way more into the reptile hobby instead of just completely banning animals because that's stupid.
I love that. So see that you got young man has his head on his shoulders. He preaches responsibility with his animals. I love that. Not
Facts.
just young and reckless. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I love that. I love that, man. Now I want you to flex a little bit, man. I don't want nothing humble, bro. No humbleness.
All right.
Instagram 136K,
Mhm.
TikTok over 500,000. Man, how does that make you feel? Hundreds of thousands of people coming to see what you got going on, man. No humbleness.
As of right now, how does it make me feel?
Yeah.
Or how does it make me feel probably like when I was a little bit younger and experiencing it?
All around your journey. Talk about your journey as a content.
Right now, I don't feel no type of way. Like I am very big on like I have like super good conversations with Dan. You know what I mean? Like we talk every day, and I don't know how many times I've told him, bro, we are regular people. Like I just see some of the stuff in that some of like other content creators do. You know what I mean? In the animal world. And I'm like, they think that they're celebrities, you know what I mean? And there's very, very few celebrity animal people on earth, you know what I mean? Especially right now. And I'm like, dude, we're all just regular people. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't feel no different. I don't feel like I'm super special. Like, I kind of don't even think what I do is super cool. You know what I mean? I'm so used to it. Of course, I love it and I will always love it. And I'm very thankful for what I do. But it's like, it's my norm. You know what I mean? This all is my norm. And, but if you would have asked me like a couple of years ago, like when stuff was like first popping off, I hit my first 100K, whatever the case was, man, I felt like hot shit, man. Couldn't tell me shit.
Man, when I hit 50K on YouTube, I felt like a celebrity.
Not man. So look, I remember my first time getting recognized out in public, and somebody had asked me for a picture, and I was like, "Oh, bitch, I made it." I was like, "I made it." But or like, say if I go to like I mostly just get like recognized when I'm at like reptile expos. Like I have a line of people trying to talk to me. You know what I mean? And it's dope. Like I'm so happy that I could be like a figure to these people. You know what I mean? To people like, cause they like my family. Like they show me love. I always show love back to them. You know what I mean? And I like making people happy. I'm a people pleaser at the end of the day. And yeah, so I love meeting people. I love meeting my supporters at like expos and stuff.
What do you think's been like as a content creator? What do you and I can talk about it for myself, but for you, what do you think has been the easiest part of your journey, and what do you think has been like the hardest part of your journey, being a content creator?
I feel like the hardest part, I'm gonna answer that first. I feel like the hardest part is definitely coming up with ideas. It's funny because like my family, we kind of all do social media low key. You know what I mean? We all got our own little social media motion for our own reasons. And it's good to piggyback off of family and friends and stuff like that. But I think the easiest thing was just making connections. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're all the same. Like we're all just people. And once you get past like egos and stuff, you can actually have genuine connections with people. It's literally the best. Like I said, I met some of my best friends through social media or through the reptile hobby, animal hobby.
Right. Well, I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to grow my numbers and get them up there with yours, man.
Now I'm trying to be like you on YouTube.
Now, I gotta ask, man. Like, teach us, man. Like, what do you think is the best way to grow on Instagram, and what do you think is like the best way to grow on TikTok for somebody that's wanting to do what you do?
I'm be so real. I don't know. I don't know on Instagram. I can't speak for Instagram. Instagram is so random to me. I don't know how I got to where I got. Like, let me tell you something. This is my second Instagram page, right? My Instagram page, my initial Instagram page where I posted my content got deleted. And that got deleted like 4 days after the first Animal Con in 2022.
Damn.
And when I tell you I was depressed, like I was like, man, I'm done with content. I ain't doing it no more. Like I had 12,000 followers and I was acting like that. You know what I mean? Like I was crushed because I spent so much time trying to figure out how to navigate Instagram and how to build up my page, and nothing was working. And when stuff finally started working, I got it taken away. You know what I mean? So a couple months go by, and I started posting it again in like, I think like October, or no, I started posting again the same month, just a couple weeks later. And I had like 400 followers. And then out of nowhere, I had like 12 posts, right? out of nowhere, a video that I had posted a month before started blowing up, and then that started triggering other videos to blow up. So now I'm like, okay, I need to hurry and make new content so that I can keep this momentum. You know what I mean? And that's how it kind of happened. That was the jump start to where I am now on Instagram. I don't know how it happened, because like I said, it started with a video that was already posted a month ago. So I got lucky. But TikTok, you have to grab people's attention in the first few seconds. Like your intro really, really got to be strong. Also, use hashtags. That always helps, at least for me on TikTok. But first few seconds, you got to grab people's attention, and don't have your video be too long on TikTok. Like 1 minute tops, I feel like.
Man, see, I might be. It might be because I'm an old head or I'm an old dude. I got a TikTok, but I don't use it, and I got an Instagram that I really don't use because I'm not on social media for money. I got my own job. But the only reason I wanted to get on social media was for a content creator plaque. Like, I wanted the plaque from YouTube. And I feel like I would be more excited with TikTok. I mean, I know they pay and stuff, but I'd be more excited with TikTok and Instagram if that certain number you hit a plaque and they gave you something tangible. Like, is that crazy?
Right.
That's the only thing I want is that gold. Not gold, but I only want that silver play button. That's the only thing I want. I don't care about the money.
Yeah, nah, well, shoot, I do. But no, I definitely feel you. I feel you on that, because it's like I'm working so hard for this platform. You know what I mean? And it's like, what do I get in return other than money? I want something I can hold. But I definitely feel you on that. I'm be so real. As long as my bills are getting paid and my animals getting fed, and I'm able to do whatever I want to go do, I'm happy. Like,
hold on. That was a flex. Hold on. So you're telling me right now, you work for yourself through content creation?
Yeah, I got side hustles.
Major flex. I love that. That's inspirational.
Yeah, like, and that's not. I'm trying to be like, I'm not trying to sound no way, but it's like, it's low key easy. Like, and it's a learning curve. Like bruh, I'm telling you, there is not I don't even know the word, but I will ask somebody for help. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't know how to do something, like Dan, you know what I mean? He got the stuff on lock. He know what he be doing. I call Dan, how did you do that? All right, boom. What should my RPM look like right here? All right, boom. This one mine. You know what I mean? Like, you got to build your community, build your circle to where it's like you got people that are doing better than you. You know what I mean? I only surround myself with people that are doing better with me, and that's not to say I won't help somebody that's not, but like, I want to be better, so I surround myself with people that are better. You know what I mean? And I always pay it forward too. Like, if somebody hit me up, hey bro, how'd you do this? I give them sauce. Like,
I love that. You making me now you making me want to post on TikTok and Instagram now.
Hey, you got to. I'll give you some tips.
I love it, man. I love it.
I gotta start posting on TikTok. I ain't posting in like a week.
You making me want to start posting, getting back. Now I gotta. This is damn near a full-time job, man. Trying to post on all these social medias, man.
Literally, and then, bruh, and that's another reason why I'm not. That's why I've been like kind of pushing off starting YouTube, because I already be sitting there editing a 46-second video and it take me an hour. How I'm about to do a 15-minute video? You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to hire me an editor or something. I don't know.
Right. Now I gotta ask, man, because you were at AnimalCon. I think both of them, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and I think that's so dope, man. So, you know, you kind of had a relationship with Brian Barczyk. You knew him. You were there at his event. So, like, how did it feel when you learned about the passing of Brian Barczyk, man?
Man, it really hurt because, like I said, I didn't even really know Brian for that long. But it really did hurt, just for the simple fact I never got to really go to the Reptarium I never got to go to the Reptarium while he was alive. I still haven't been. You know what I mean? I would have loved to go up there, and not even to do content or not even for a collab. Like, just go up there and pick his brain and learn new things and just have that moment with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's somebody that I've always looked up to. Like, I'm gonna be so real. There's only been a few people in the animal industry that I've really paid attention to, really sat there and watched. You know what I mean? He's one of them. Steve Irwin is one of them. Like the Kratt brothers. You know what I mean? It's really only a few, and I just feel bad that I couldn't have more time to learn from him. You know what I mean? Anytime I called him, he always answered. Anytime it was my birthday, he always hit me happy birthday. You know what I mean? Like he was a real good dude, and he was definitely a huge part of the community, and just his loss that it's impacted the community a lot. You know what I mean? Because I know he was definitely people's go-to for a lot of different things, and he was definitely somebody that would resolve problems if there was a problem with a couple different people. You know what I mean? Like he puts together Animal Con. Animal Con is the reason why I am still doing content, if I'm being so honest with you. You know what I mean? When I first got invited to go to Animal Con, I had no followers. I had probably like 300,000 on TikTok, and I had like 2 animal videos. You know what I mean? I had 2 animal videos. And he gave me a shot, you know what I mean? And that's the reason why I started taking animal content seriously. Is because I was like, I'm about to meet Brian. I'm about to be around all these people that I watch on YouTube. I gotta hurry up. And I only had like 6 months before the Animal Con, you know, when I got accepted. I was like, I gotta hurry up and make a name for myself. I gotta show them that I can do what they do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think I was like 18 at the time. And yeah. So Brian,
I gotta ask you, I didn't mean to interrupt you. When you got the Animal Con, who was somebody that you was like, oh shit, like that's Kevin. Like, oh shit, there's Brian and Jay. Like who was somebody like, oh shit, that's them.
So look, the first person that I saw was Jay Prehistoric, but I didn't go talk to him. And I didn't go talk to him because I don't necessarily agree with a lot of stuff he does. And that's not to say that I ain't even gonna get into that. But the second person I saw that I started geeking out was Forrest Galante. And he was, bro, I'm sitting there. Look, I'm sitting there. I have my girl with me. We sitting there just talking and stuff. And I look over to my left and I see Forrest Galante sitting there talking with Jay Prehistoric, 15 feet away from me. And I sat there and I started geeking out because now I've been a fan of him for a long time. You know what I mean? Because he's had a couple shows, done Shark Week and stuff, watch his podcast all the time. Like I watch every episode of his podcast. So I was really like geeking out. And he's dope as hell. Like I got to talk to him. We went out to lunch, linked up with him out there, and then linked back up the second Animal Con. Like super dope dude. He's cool as hell.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Forrest Galante. Small Flex had him on a podcast before.
Oh, that's dope. I gotta watch that.
Had him on there. I had to see you the link, man. I had him on there. Now, you know what's like your ultimate goal, man? You're in the animal hobby. You're doing your thing, but what is KJ2KOZY's ultimate goal with this reptile stuff?
Man, I want a hell of land, bro. I want a lot of land in somewhere tropical like Florida, where I can just have all my animals. And what a lot of people don't know, like, and what I'm starting to kind of show people and starting to portray is I do a lot more than just reptiles. You know what I mean? I love fish. I love mammals, birds. So I've been starting to like test the waters and start post more mammal stuff. You know what I mean? So for like, I can't wait for I have a lot of dope content coming up with mammals. But I definitely want to have a something like Blake, bro. Like Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. I want something like Chandler, like big ass plot of land where I can have all my animals, mammals, amphibians, birds, reptiles, just everything, bro.
That's dope, bro.
I want to be able to open it to the public, have people do hands-on encounters. Like I'm not too fine on the breeding aspect really anymore. I've been there, done that. I'm not really focused on having like a storefront. I want my own property.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. I'd come visit him, man. That's dope, bro. That is dope, man. Now I gotta ask, how'd you link up with the homie the snake guy? How'd y'all link up?
My boy Dre. So look, bro, what's so crazy? Damn, how did we meet? I feel like, and man, he gonna punch me in my head if I'm wrong. But I think he was on live or something like that. I think he might have been live and he had a snake out. And I always, as soon as I see somebody with a snake, I always, you feel me, click their live, show love, talk to him. And he was like, "Oh, it's KJ," so or something like that. Or somehow I ended up following him, right? And we started DMing. He like, "Hey, bro, like we in the same city with the." I'm like, "Oh shit, we gotta link up with the." So there was a Reptile Expo a couple weeks later. And he was like, "Hey, bro, listen, we had planned to go to the expo." So we hit the expo together, and like the rest is history. Like we went out to Chicago together. We done been to the All Ohio Reptile Show countless times. Like that's the homie.
Big Dre. Shout out
And
to
he
the
only
snake
like
guy.
20 minutes from me.
That's crazy, man. Never know who's in your city, man.
I'm telling you, bro. It was so funny because he had told me he found me. The reason he found out about me is because I think his mom showed him me. You know what I mean? Like on Facebook. And I don't even post on Facebook. So somebody just stealing my content. But they had posted me and she showed him. And that's how he got put on to me.
That's what's up,
Which
man.
is crazy.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the homie Dre, the snake guy, man. Now, hot seat question, bro. If you could Thanos anything, man, in the reptile hobby, what's one thing that if you could Thanos it, and I mean like you snap your fingers and it's gone, what would you Thanos? Anything in the hobby that you don't like.
Them TikTok keepers. Them TikTok keepers. I hate them, man. I hate the ones that got surviving is not thriving in their bio. I hate those people, bro, because they're so critical. They are so like, if you do one thing wrong, they are on your ass. Like, I hate, and it's mostly like, and it's not to make this a male versus women thing, because it's not that, you know what I mean? But it's mostly the women, and I hate it so much that I have to say that because they be having the most dope setups, bro. Like the women that I'm talking about on TikTok, they be having the dopest setups. And like I be wanting to hit them up and learn from them, but then they go 800 videos down and be like, "I see a rack in the back, fuck you," and I'll be like,
Yeah, I feel like them is the ones that tried to get old Adam up out of here when he did that leopard gecko stuff.
And you know, it's funny. I had made a video defending him. It was not even. Well, it was defending him, and it wasn't defending him for keeping the 6 leopard geckos because again, I'm not going to comment on stuff I don't know. I'm not educated on. I'm not educated on leopard geckos. I know what he's told me. I know what I've read. I know that, you know what I mean? So it's really limited what I know. So I didn't really speak too much on that. What I spoke on is the negativity and hate of the reptile community. And that's, to answer your question, that's what I would Thanos out of existence, because it's like everybody's so critical on each other. Like we're all learning. Like there's people that have been keeping reptiles since the 60s, and that doesn't, just because they've been keeping it a certain way doesn't make them right. But trying to educate them in a healthy and respectful way. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to try to cancel people or try to attack people. Like try to see their standpoint and their train of thought. And at the end of the day, bro, if they ain't hurting no animals, like, bro, none of Adam's stuff is malnourished. None of them are hurt. None of them are attacking each other. I don't see the big deal. You know what I mean? Me personally, I would have put them in a bigger enclosure if I was going to house 6 of them together, which I said in the video. But it ain't my business. He a grown man. He gonna do what he wants to do at the end of the day.
I love it, man. So what's future animal acquisitions, man? What do you got what are you thinking about adding to the collection, man?
Broad snouted caiman, offer it. That's something I talk about every day. I think about it every day. I dream about it every day. And broad snouted caimans. I am in love with them. I found out about them through Chandler when I was like years ago, I feel like. And I think he has 2. And I'm jealous every single day. And I love them.
Right.
They're the coolest. They're the most beautiful species of crocodile ever. I love them.
I don't know what I want to add to my collection. If I get a little more space, I want an emerald tree boa. I don't have one, and I want
one. Those are dope. I really want, so, and it's funny you say that because I was like literally just having this conversation. When I move, I'm thinking about like having a big ass display in my living room, like 2 different displays in my living room on each side of my TV. You know what I mean?
That'd be dope.
and I want like either green tree pythons or some kind of green snake that I can just build like this beautiful planted enclosure for. Like I want 2 of them though, 2 enclosures on each side of my TV. And yeah, I think that'd be dope.
I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna steal your idea. I'm gonna do it first.
I'll do it tomorrow.
I'm just being petty.
Just because you said that, I'll do it tomorrow.
I love it, man. Hey, this was an amazing. You gave us almost an amazing hour. I want to tell you that talking to you, man, you inspired me. You've made me want to post more on my social medias, man. You killing it, and I wish you nothing but more success, young man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on. Hey, it was dope. I don't get to go on podcasts and stuff like that too much. I be saying some crazy stuff. So, I thought you was going to ask me something crazy, man. I was like, I'm about to get canceled again.
No, don't go nowhere. I want to put you backstage and thank you again, man. Hopefully down the road I can get you back for a round 2, man, because you absolutely killed it, brother.
We got to, man.
All right, don't go nowhere, man. That's what it's about, man. Big Reptile Talk. Bringing keepers here, chat with them, having fun, learning what they got going on. I mean, this young man has, I say that like I'm old, but actually I am. I'm almost fucking 40. He's got to be like 18 or 19. He looks young. But that's what it's about, man. Bringing people to the platform, chopping it up with them, seeing what they got going on, just trying to have fun and learn from them, man. So thank you to everybody that did watch. Thank you to the people that will watch in the future. This is Big Reptile Talk. I hope to see you in the next episode. Make sure you check out the podcast sponsors and please support USARK. While you're here, click that like, share, and subscribe. We almost to 100K. Until next time, man, I'll see you.
Whoa. Big Reptile Talk. Yeah, we working. Big Reptile Talk. When it comes to talking about snakes, yeah.